Are you serious? Just your casual bus parking within millimeters of you in this tiny car.
My name is Ryan. I'm a photographer and filmmaker from the UK. This December, I quit my job to pursue a new goal, to have the most exciting adventures, meet the coolest people, and prove that you can do the same if you wish. Armed with a camera, surfboard, and one-way ticket, the road ahead is sure to be a wild ride. Follow along as the adventure unfolds.
So, as you can see, I'm not in Puerto Rico anymore. I'm in England, where I grew up. It's a beautiful town of Winchester. This place is gorgeous. I'm on my way to a place that has been historically recognized for taking care of the sick and the poor. It's a beautiful place. It's got this church. It's just gorgeous. And there's multiple of those in Winchester. There's the cathedral, which is incredible as well. And pretty much every corner you look, there's either Roman ruins or just really old cathedrals or castles. It's incredible. So it's coming to the end of my trip here. I've got about 4 or 5 more days left. So I think I'm gonna go to my hometown where it all started and check it out. It will take me about an hour to get there. Beauty of living in England is you can do all this without a car. It's been over 10 years since I've been there. So let's check out where I grew up. And the next step is to get the ferry across to the town where I grew up. I'm not even sure if it even runs anymore, so we're about to find out. So the ferry still runs between Hythe and Southampton. I grew up in this little town over here, and behind me is the city of Southampton, which is actually where the Titanic sailed from. So there's a lot of history in these docks. So it was a really cool place to grow up. And another fun fact, this pier that we're about to go on to get back, it's got some record for being one of the oldest running pier trains. And if it's the original one, it's super cool because it's all wooden and rickety. It's kind of sketchy, but it just makes it all part of the fun. This is the spot where I learnt to windsurf and then kiteboard, and essentially the spot where my life changed. This is where I used to teach. Here's the spit right here, and you have to time it perfectly because the tides fluctuate quite a bit. High tide's really deep, low tide's super shallow, and you had to get it kind of at mid-tide so that you could teach and people could stand in waist deep water. But it was never a scenario where you could wear board shorts or anything like that. It was all, I can't even speak. It was all wetsuits and booties and everything like that. As you can see, it's a stony beach, so it's not sort of a place where you'd want to put your beach towel out and lounge around. And I'm going to go into the original surf shop that I first knew about when I first started getting into the sport of kiteboarding and say hi. I haven't seen them for probably 10 years or so, so it'll be really exciting to see them. Hello. So I've been walking the streets and I've been taking pictures of people in windows eating meals and at the restaurants here and just kind of looking at how Southampton has grown. And I literally was just taking pictures of the window of this restaurant here, and then I came across over here, homeless people are getting food and drinks, and it's just really eye-opening. I've noticed since I've been here that there has been a lot of homeless people. It's so sad to see the government has a problem with people being homeless, and not only that, makes it harder for them by slapping huge fines on them. I feel like anybody can become homeless just by poor circumstances, and you can dig yourself out of it, I believe. But if you get slapped with huge fines, I mean, how the hell are you supposed to get ahead? I don't really know what's going on with the British government or the US government for that matter, but it's really sad to see so many people begging and so many people in such hard times. But it was refreshing to see that there were people willing to selflessly give to help other people. This isn't exactly the place that you would want to be homeless. It's fucking freezing here. If you feel like giving to the charity, I know that they definitely want to help and they're doing stuff to help. I'll put a little link in the description below. It's definitely a thing that's affecting the UK right now, homelessness. And it's, like I say, this is not a place to be homeless at all.